Holo vs. Robo is a tower defense game created by Pomp Maker 1 and published by Holo Indie. The gameplay is primarily inspired by Plants vs. Zombies, just with the talents from Holo Live production. With this, the talents' abilities are inspired by mainly the plants from the main Plants vs. Zombies games, and some come from other notable tower defense games, specifically the Bloons TD series. This video will be showcasing each Holodol's abilities and where I feel like they draw inspiration from, along with how the Holobots are designed, as they also draw inspiration from Plants vs. Zombies filling in the zombies role in this game. Disclaimer, I am not Pomp Maker 1 obviously, so I don't know for sure if the information I provide is actually correct as I said. These are mainly just assumptions, and if they want to correct me on what is and isn't true, they are free to do so. I only made this video because I am a huge fan of the Plants vs. Zombies tower defense games, and the amount of references this game has inspired me to make this compare and contrast. I also don't sound like this in real life. This is just text-to-speech.
Nothing beats a ground pound.
Amelia Watson is the first tower you start with. She acts as this game's pea shooter and cactus fun fact. The cactus part comes from her being able to target flying, and like cactus however, she does not need to grow, as this is because she has a gun, and you can aim with guns.
Good morning.
Okay.
Scoot, let's go! Let's get and yeet and scoot-a-doo.
Guys, I think I'm starting to forget the zombie girl from Holo Live. Oh wait, it's Ollie. She is the main cheer generator for the game, acting just like Sunflower from Plants vs. Zombies. Don't put her in PvZ though, she would be mistaken as an enemy. Korone is the equivalent to Bonk Choi from Plants vs. Zombies too, as both are willing to throw hands front and back. The major difference between the two, however, is that Korone is a dog girl, whereas Bonk Choi is a leafy green. Walnut.
Okay, pizza. And this big piece is Kanade's. You know what I'm saying? Yeah! Pineapple pizza? Very yummy, you know what I'm saying? It's like this. You know what I'm saying?
Kanade and Elmira blow up in a 3x3 area, which makes her pretty much Cherry Bomb. The developers over at PopCap didn't want you to know this, but the reason why Cherry Bomb blows up is because they are twins that happen to be Kanade's fans, an unfortunate price for being in Elmira. Upon impact, Lamy's cold sake will slow down the frontmost enemy, which makes her Snoopy from Plants vs. Zombies when gardening, as tempting as it may be. You never want to give any of your plants alcohol. This is because they get drunk really fast and they will pass out for a long time.
You made me dance next to horses.
I like that.
Fuck you.
Callie targets enemies one tile in front and behind her and clears said tile of enemies, regardless of the amount currently on the tile. This is a reference to squash and not potato mine due to her instant effect, ironically. She had to watch Dancing Fruits and didn't like it, yet she became one.
Oh no! It is the dive rocket launcher! Take action regarding that individual!
Relax, I'll handle it.
I am the angry pumpkin. The architect and the builder. They arrive calmly from their escalator with a sense of purpose. They are playing at their residence. The head is soaring.
Our boss's buns are big. Welcome to KFC.
Soybean pod. Shut up! Soybean pod. Soybean pod.
Monies are just money. Money cannot buy happiness, but they can for me.
Soybean pod.
I'm not Wawa. I'm Cecilia. And I'm not Mokoko. I'm Gigi. Together we're Gigi. Baba.
Cecilia uses her lance to pierce through multiple enemies up to 4 tiles in front of her, and functions just like Fume Shroom from Plants vs. Zombies 1. Not to because the latter targets 5 tiles. Autofister get out of my head, Autofister get out of my head, Autofister get out of my head. I saw a comment on one of Ollie's streams saying that Gigi is a reference to Plants vs. Zombies 2. I'm not sure how accurate it is as my original thought was the entire story. BBC, the Chinese edition, just the Autofister get out of my head.
This is a normal cat. Yeah.
Zeta is a cat. Zeta shoots out 2 bullets instead of 1 and is double the price of Amelia, which is a clear reference to Repeater. I find it disappointing that Zeta can't target flying despite the use of 2 guns, however. But it's probably because cats don't normally have access to firearms.
Mission started.
Good morning.
はいかな。新卒ではないです。
Nodoka's reference, from what I can tell, actually comes from Plants vs. Zombies fusion. Solar Empernut is a plant that, when taking damage, will generate sun. My love for Nodoka knows no bounds. She is cute, sweet, hardworking, and something about her, in my opinion, makes her better than others. I was very, very sad when she announced her graduation date. Sana is an instant-use doll with the ability to wipe the entire field of enemies. This board wipe ability comes from Plants vs. Zombies to Chinese edition, in the form of Tactical Cuke, a play on Tactical Nuke when gardening if your plants are fully grown. You don't want to step on it. This is because you could kill the plant.
Shut up! Be quiet.
Aqua is another gun-wielding user and shoots 2 bullets at once. However, as a drawback for her cheap price, she will hide if an enemy is anywhere around her in a 5x3 area similar to Scaredy Shroom. I think if Scaredy Shroom was given a gun, he would be less of a coward to fight off zombies.
皆さんどうもぷーぷー。皆さんどうもぷーぷー。皆さんどうもぷーぷー。
Good morning.
待て！
Subaru acts like escape route from Plants vs. Zombies to due to her ability of moving a holodoll to a different spot. The only difference is that she does not leave behind an explosive as stated in a voice line of hers.
Please be relaxed. I, Subaru, don't kill you.
I also really love Subaru fan art, so feel free to send me some. Kiss kiss wink wink.
Please be relaxed. I, Subaru, don't.
Noel launches her mace to stun the frontmost enemy in her lane. This is most likely a reference to Colonel Pope with his butter, or it could be Primal Pea Shooter as his peas can stun or knock back. If you look closely, Noel looks nothing like a corn cob.
Unbelievable! Oh, crazy! Jesus! Oh my god.
Flare launches fireballs at the enemy and leaves behind a tile with fire. Good with crowd control, but she is actually Meteor Flower from Plants vs. Zombies to lore-wise. I don't think Flare can control meteors.
Oh! Crazy! Yes! Only...
Towa is one of the unique ones because she has a targeting priority unlike most of the other dolls. Within the game, because of this and the fact that she is carrying a sniper, she is actually a reference to the sniper monkey from the Bloons Tower Defense series. If I was given a sniper to shoot some clankers just like Crosshair from Star Wars, then I would be so happy.
Yes, I'm a simp. Sniper monkey.
The say-so goddess. Matsuri is more like a torchwood from Plants vs. Zombies because it essentially gives you double damage. However, unlike torchwood, Matsuri is stackable in layman's terms. If Amelia shoots a bullet and it passes through Matsuri, she shoots one too. The amount of bullets that pass through Matsuri is how many times she will shoot. This includes her duplicates. I actually know another festival man. He wields a sword and a gun, rides on a red bike, forms bonds with civilians, and arrives on a portable shrine alongside Miko dancers. I would like to believe Sora actually has two references. One being Cattail from Plants vs. Zombies and Never Miss Targeting Monkey Ace from Bloons Tower Defense. I wholeheartedly believe that Pomp actually made a mistake with this one because Zeta is the cat and not Sora, so give Sora the guns.
Okay? Okay?
Pekora opens her magical box of goodies to release a significant amount of weapons in a spiral. Her projectiles pierce through enemies, which makes grouped enemies significantly easier to deal with. Her ability is that of the Blade Maelstrom from Bloons TD 5 and 6, Silly Rabbit. Tricks are for kids.
Let me smell your feet!
Baelz is a pretty difficult one to find a reference for, because there are an extremely low amount of randomized projectile towers. Across tower defense games, however, I could make the case for the hamburger shooter from Plants vs. Zombies Hybrid Edition. You know, I actually resonate with Baelz in this game because I love hamburgers. Never had Culver's, but I had Shake Shack, and I would kill for a Shake Shack burger right now.
Oh look, it's me! What's up? Ah.
Sorry, I just don't understand things from a clanker!
Kronii is a unique one. She and Kobo actually share the same plant reference, as both do one thing Die Shroom does in Plants vs. Zombies. Kronii is basically the initial freeze, but not what comes after. It's not stated, but she reduces recharge time, which makes Sana worth bringing. I heard Kronii really loves helmets, so if any artist is watching, heed my request for Kamen Rider Geo's helmet be drawn with Kronii aspects. Please.
I'm adopted!
Kobo is a unique one. She and Kronii actually share the same plant reference, as both do one thing Ice Shroom does in Plants vs. Zombies. Kobo is basically Ice Shroom after the initial freeze. On a rainy day, I was on my way to Staples to get something printed. Heavy wind snapped my umbrella.
What's up?
Wah, panas banget. Buka jaket dulu ya.
Dude, go sudah.
Roku Nana.
Roku Nana.
No. Roku Nana.
Roku Nana.
Hi. So. Roku Nana.
Roku Nana.
Hi. Subaru.
People, you're staring.
Wait, what the hell? How did the music and background video change? Anyway, Bijou's moe height makes her the same as Tallnut from Plants vs. Zombies. And funny enough, Primal Walnut because of his plant food effect. Genuinely curious how the assets changed on its own. Hopefully it doesn't happen again.
Santai dulu nggak, Ki?
Good morning.
Ami santai dang it. Santai dulu nggak, Ki? Don't run, you coward. Good morning. Nani 見てんだよ。
Push pineapple, shake the tree. Haga do, push pineapple, grind coffee.
The only plant I can really think of being a reference to her is Shine Vine from Plants vs. Zombies 2, as both can generate resources through attacks. I had Agadu stuck in my head.
こんばんは。
今日終わらなきゃ6鉄ですね。楽しい。
A-chan is a cool one. She affects practically everyone in her lane to drop cheer when defeated. In Plants vs. Zombies 2, Sunbeam is a plant that causes a zombie to drop sun every time they get hit. And he requires himself to be eaten. I miss her.
Oh my god.
Come on!
Lapis is one of the strongest dolls in this game, because she can let out hollow purple with her horns. But because I don't know anything about Jujutsu Kaisen, she actually takes after Citron from Plants vs. Zombies 2, not Garden Warfare, or Jujutsu Kaisen. You see, her name is Lapis Darkness and not La Minus Lightness. She's also not called La Citrus Acidius because she is not of the citrus fruit variety. This might have come from the fact that in her portfolio it states that she is an all-time alien and again not a citrus fruit.
Stop criticizing my new favorite movie, Ina.
Ina, you give this movie a 10 out of 10, don't you?
Kiara is not one of the most.
Yes, she does.
Kiara's powerful. Kiara's powerful. No damage. She's a phoenix. She revives. That's pretty much it. Something about Plants vs Zombies. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Yeah, she's a hot chick. Che, you owe me fucking money, bro. On God, I did the script. I did the script. Where's my money? Pay me, dude. Like, I'm dying out here. Fuck my Chugga's life. Fuck my Chugga's life. Come on. Just pay me already, Ching. I said the stuff. I said the script. Your script's ass. It sucks. Your script's not really that good. Yeah, sorry, broski. Sorry, dude. Like, where's my money? I did my best.
Some rat broke into the office and knocked out the other guy. So from here on out, I will take over as the guy behind the mic. The best thing about Gura is that she's cheap and can target 3 lanes, as opposed to the pricing for 3-Peter from Plants vs. Zombies. Her 3-lane targeting is actually a reference to her oversized blue fork with 3 spikes instead of 4, so would it be called a freak?
Oh no, I'm a hamburger.
Luna is a strange one due to her multi-directional randomized attacks. That may or may not hit an enemy. But the reference I can think of is Starfruit from Plants vs. Zombies 1, or Sea Shooter from Plants vs. Zombies 2. I absolutely love takoyaki. Watch out, Lynn's Doodles.
Elizabeth, 오네사마.
Roboko lets out for bullets akin to Gatling P from Plants vs. Zombies, and is 100 cheer cheaper than the latter. A missed opportunity was to just make Roboko shoot bullets out her mouth just like Gatling P. Kanata's attack is based on Chomper, as both can instant kill once, until they go on a cooldown. When gardening, when your plants are fully grown and ready for harvest, you do not want to grip them so hard. This is because you can damage the produce, making them disgusting to eat. Instead, you want to lightly pick them off the stem, so you don't leave any bruises on the produce.
My name is Murasaki Shion.
Like lightning reed, Shion zaps up to 3 enemies within 3 lanes. Or 3 enemies in 1 lane, without targeting an extra lane. Shocker.
Posture check, thank you.
Reese do. I mean, Risu throws nuts at the weakest enemy in her lane. She isn't based on a plant, and actually the targeting priority weakest in Bloom's tower defense 4. Nutty behavior, I'm telling you. I also find it funny that I posture checked Risu in a Monday stream. It was amazing. Aki is the strongest melee doll in the game, acting just like Gloomshroom by dealing damage in a 3x3 area. I think Jimmy was very lucky for his Oshi to give him a follow. It is certainly a dream come true. He's a really cool guy, but I hope I never get on his bad side. Fauna heals targets within 3 tiles ahead of her. And putting 2 more in front her makes her healing extremely prominent. If only Aloe was this good in plants versus zombies too. Speaking of, if Fauna was actually in plants versus zombies, she'd probably be the most busted tower there.
Good morning, motherfuckers. Today's top news are the sheep up again in her own fucking stream by disconnecting over 60 times in one ass fucking show.
Cocoa. I like cocoa, but I don't like coconut flavorings, like coconut chocolate. She can clear 1 lane of enemies, just like jalapeno. She's the best for crowd control, especially when paired with Muna. You see, I know another person named Kiryu. That's right, Sento Kiryu. Ain't he amazing? Ain't he the best? Ain't he just a genius?
Good boy.
Chloe is a really good staller, pushing back everyone in front of her if placed in the middle. Unlike Time Warp, though, Chloe will not heal back enemies. When gardening, you actually should use speakers to grow plants. This is for reasons I don't want to get into, because I failed my science classes. What Daddy's title for? As stated before, Muna is exceptional at grouping and works best when using cocoa. The main plants she may be based on is garlic, sweet potato, or hot date from Plants vs. Zombies 2. As all three redirect zombies to an adjacent lane. Did you know? To determine when it is nighttime, if you don't have a clock, go outside. If it's dark out and you see street lights on, that's how you know it's nighttime. Bonus points if you see the moon. Otherwise, it would probably be the sun. And you do not want to look at the sun.
Oh, shut up!
Rene might just be the hardest to find a reference for. If I had to guess, it would be Summon Whirlwind from Bloom's TD5, as they both knock back enemies a fair amount. Please don't punch me.
I'm a fire in my laser!
ホロライブ5期生のシシロボタンペコアモンドアモンド
Botan is an extremely heavy hitter, dealing great damage on impact and neighboring enemies. She acts just like Melonpult, and because of that, she cannot target flying again. This is most likely because cats normally do not have access to firearms nor explosives. Take a sword blue Decaclaw. Cool. Haha, boat goes binted. Oh wait, wrong talent. Marine is both offensive and defense, and her proficiency only increases depending on how much damage she has taken. She might be Kiwi Beast. I'm not entirely sure. Fubuki defends every doll on the field by providing them with a temporary shield. Because of that, it makes her very similar to Pumpkin, though he only shields one per placement. I love burgers. Fubuki loves burgers. I think I love Fubuki. I'd eat at Culver's if they opened in New York.
And now, an intermission. Hello, viewers. It is I, Xing, or known fully as Xing Shi Ting. I left the introductory on this segment because I didn't want to bore anyone with my details. If you made it this far, congratulations, the video is almost done. I don't expect this video to do well despite how long I took to make this, because it was pretty fun to make. If this is the first time you met me, I tend to make lackluster memes. I'm a semi-artist, video maker sometimes, and I absolutely adore Subaru. I'm also a huge fan of tokusatsu, evident by the minor references I made for a few specific dolls like Matsuri, Kronii, Koko, and Botan. If you find the jokes pretty mediocre as well, that's because they are. I love these kind of jokes because of how stupidly obvious they're meant to be. My original intention in making this video was that I wanted to make an informative video of the references within Holo vs. Robo, and also because I was kind of motivated. When Ollie absolutely loved this game because she is my Indo Oshi, because I suck at keeping information on track, one of my goals is to try and get into cosplay soon. I currently have ideas for a Gigi and a Subaru cosplay, ones I hope are unlike any other. I am currently thinking about one for Ollie as well, but she's a bit difficult to manage, unfortunately. Even though not everyone will see your vision, it never hurts to try and make it a reality. So whatever you guys are passionate about, go for it. Show off something no one else has seen before, or at least put it in a way that is new to the world, as long as you have the passion to do it. If you enjoyed this video thus far, I guess you can subscribe. And give me a follow on Twitter at XingXiTing. With this comes the last 2 segments of this video.
HN robots are the basic trio of regular, cone, and bucket head zombies. They're easy to deal with, and not much is needed to take them down. Iroha Bot is not too scary either, but she does one-shot the first doll she comes into contact with. After that will just be quick strikes. If I had to guess, she is based on the squash zombie, even though it dies after one use. VV is most likely referencing pole vaulter zombie because of her running and jumping, though not over dolls. Nerissa is just like me for real. I love burgers and I would be pretty pissed if it were destroyed, so I understand where she's coming from. That being said, I wouldn't think she would be too mad if it were a newspaper. Miko sets stuff ablaze with her lava bucket, just like that of Explorer Zombie in Plants vs. Zombies 2. And both require extinguishing to be less lethal. Iris, it's Drive Riss. Iris is this game's Zomboni, driving a vehicle and leaving an unplaceable trail behind. Somehow Robo Riss is a better driver. Somehow I overlooked the fact that Fuamoko is actually the disco zombie, because if one of them dies, the surviving one will dig the other twin up. You know, I know this certain ruffian, and he is certainly an individual of all time. I'm telling you, Football Zombie is the most annoying enemy to deal with, so is Korone Bot. Fast and tanky is too annoying. I guess the Suisei Bot can be a reference to Gargimp Legal from Plants vs. Zombies 2. It's just a miniature gargantuar that does high damage but lower than a regular one. Kyla is very similar to the Importer in Plants vs. Zombies 2, as both are able to summon more enemies to deal with until the spawner is destroyed. Bijou Bot is just a really annoying imp with pretty much the attack power of Iroha. Now this one is a strange one. Kanata, though she does fly, is actually a reference to Pogo Zombie and not Balloon Zombie, confirmed by Pomp. This is because Kanata stops for Bijou just like Pogo Zombies stop for Tallnut. Iofi is just a weaker catapult zombie, only because she doesn't target the back. Another strange one is the IMA bot because she does huge damage and changes direction every time she gets hit. I guess she could be either Digger or Yeti Zombie. The bot father is the Gargantua of the game, unlike the HN bots. They are not easy to deal with and much is needed to take them down. When weak enough, the bot father will throw her very annoying baby Bijou bot. Pro tip, if you want to defeat the bot father fast, you don't want to use Risu. This is because he has a targeting priority of weak, because there isn't much to compare Roboko with. The best I can think of is the Gatling P Zombie, because they shoot out a lot of projectiles in one go, or I'm just overthinking and it's just an original creation. Rodin is a really difficult one to find a reference for as well, but if I were to take a guess, it'd be the Screen Door Zombie. Pro tip, when going against the Rodin bot, use Kanade on her. Thank me later. She only appears in 10 lane trouble, so you don't have to worry about her in the campaign run. Mecha Yago should be the most obvious one. He is this game's Dr. Zombus, the main boss, though he has two phases, body and head. I will just assume that the first phase is Zombus from the first game and phase 2 is Zombus from the second game because the boss designs mainly look like heads. Riga thanks goes much for watching this entire video. This took me like 2 to 3 months to make because I got pretty busy with assignments. I intended to drop this video before Expo, but because it's after Expo, I am a bit disappointed. Regardless, I made a promise to make this video, and I didn't want to disappoint anyone with the outcome. I would say I did an amazing job on this, but I only had help like once, twice, or hell, even thrice. I'm not sure if I should continue making video form content like this, but if I feel motivated to do more, I just might. Again, many thanks to Pomp for making such an amazing game. Do check out his other games on itch.io because he reused some voice lines from another one of his games.
Bonus track!
If you go to the credits and spam Pomp Maker 1, pictures of feet will appear. This is a reference to Pomp really loving feet.
I need to figure out how that red even knocked me out anyway, despite Pomuko not being in the game. An idea I have for her is to act like Imitator because it is your original creation and your game. I think it'd be cool to see. Shing doesn't pay us enough for this.